Check. Check. Let's go. Check. What's going on, gang? Alright, let's get to it, guys. We're just putting our information in. Mark, what's going on, gang? We got Mark in the building. What's up with it? Happy Friday to you too, my dog. Happy Friday indeed. We made it. We had to wake up on our own free will this morning. You know the vibes. Come on now. I'm extremely appreciative to be here. Had a little bit of breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Can't complain, man. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I can tell you in a sec. I know for a fact though, it is a defensive and special defense. You know what? Let me just look it up for you real quick. Why not? Artist, what's going on, gang? Welcome in. Excuse me. Hey, Robbie in the building. What's going on? Crunky, what's going on? I appreciate all of you guys over on Twitch. How we feeling? How we doing this morning? Thank you guys so much for being here. All right. We're gonna start Darkness in 1 second. Kiki, how we doing? I gotta just show Mark something real quick. Kiki, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. Exactly. God is good. Trust me when I tell you that. I'm appreciative to wake up this morning. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Alright, we're going to look at Mark's... Sorry, we're going to look at my Polytoad real quick for Mark. And then we'll pop back over to XD Gale of Darkness. Slim in the building. What's going on, my bro? Mark, so he is a defensive Polytoad, low attack. Defensive Polytoad, low attack. But I maxed out his special defense and I maxed out his defense. Just because I need him to be a tank. Or as much of a tank he can be, you know? But I'm doing well, thank you, Kiki, for asking. I appreciate you. Right now, we're just hanging in there. It's been a great morning so far. You know what I'm saying? It's been a great morning. We're going to work on some of our Pokemon now in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. And try to take down a little bit more of the, not the Elite Four, but you know what I'm saying, like the group. Have you played this game before? And yeah, Slim, I can't get out of Ultra Ball right now. I'm trying to get out of Ultra Ball, and it's not happening right now. Crunky said he's going live on Saturday. We're gonna be there. Definitely gonna be there. Alright, let's see. I gotta look up real quick. You have played this game? This is actually my first playthrough of the game. First ever playthrough. I'm working on trying to get a little bit more into it. No, I've played just this though. Like this is my, like I said, my first ever run through of a game. So we're trying to get a little bit better. All right, we got Dust Ducks, Ladian. All right, we're gonna put out. Yep, we're gonna put out these two to start. I'm just waiting for this damn spot monitor to go off so I can get a goddamn Larvitar, bro. It's actually pissing me off. It's really pissing me off how I can't get a Larvitar in this dish. Angie in the building. Angie, what's the heat looking like? Like, be honest with me. I just want to know, like, in Celsius, what is the temperature? Don't even know? I'm gonna have to look it up. Because I'm pretty sure where Crunk is, I'm gonna say where Crunk is, especially where Crunk is and where Robbie is, nah, the heat's too much. I know, right? She needs a little bit more melanin. That'll help her out. Alright. 25. We're gonna have to find out, Ange. Alright, I think we can kind of keep up now. I know they're like 10 levels above me, but I like that we can kind of keep up now. Double team? Go ahead, do your thing, bro. On the off chance that he survives this. Yep. Of course it missed though. Alright, relax. There's no air conditioning. I mean, 80, alright, I'll be real. 80, our temp is hot, obviously. But like, is it 80 degrees like that indoors where you are as well? Because I think that matters, obviously. Like, for example, we had like some 90 days and some you know, high 80 days and stuff, and it's like, geez. I was gonna say, yeah. And in some places, 80 degrees is like is literally like Robbie said, paradise. 30 Celsius, 86 Fahrenheit. Okay, that's hot. we're not gonna front on you no more, Inch. That's hot. We're getting these battles in, and then we're gonna take down some of the league. Yeah, 92 is hot. In TT, that's hot right there, bro. Spicy, very nicey. You have no air conditioning, like as in it doesn't exist, or you just have very little air conditioning? Oh, you get to go first. Okay. Oh, come on. There's no way he goes first. Should have calm mind first. Oh, now you're going first? Alright, we are screwed. We are officially screwed, chat. Tentacool. Alright, let's go. We got an hour into your home. Oh, so you're at work. That's why it's so hot. Alright, relax, dude. Alright, way to tank it. Way to tank it, Altaria. Great job. Angie, did you hydrate today? That's very important. Isaiah, what's going on? Welcome in. What's going on, Isaiah? How we feeling? How we doing? We need to get her some liquid IV as well. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry, Altaria. Alright, CC, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, gang. And the likes on the stream, thank you so much. How we doing? How we feeling today? Welcome in. Who does Lombre think he is, bro? He's just tanking all my attacks, bro. Kona Prince, what's going on? Switch, what's going on? How we feeling this morning, guys? Alright, let's see who's up next. Up next, we have flying. Sorry, 2 flying, 1 grass, and 1 fighting. Fighting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save. We have Pokemon XD on Nintendo Classics, but Coliseum is still not there. Yeah, I don't understand that. We even have Pokemon Stadium on the 64 app on the Classics. How do we have Stadium but not Coliseum? That makes no sense to me. Makes 0 sense to me. Alright, they announced that we're gonna put Donkey Kong 64 on the Nintendo Classics. Ooh. Thanks for sharing it live as well. I appreciate you. We need that to drop as soon as possible. Alright, so this is, I'm not sure what I want to put out first. I don't know who he's gonna put out. About to play some gold version. Let's go, Kono. Who'd you start with when you started playing gold? And this is gold on the Game Boy, or is this Heart Gold? I think we're gonna go roll the dice. Put these guys out. I have a feeling they're gonna change it up a little bit, but it's fine. You never played any of the GameCube exclusive Pokemon games? Yeah, I haven't either. Like I said, it's my first time. Alright, Togetic and Blossom. Alright, let's see what we can work on. Ideally, I want Blossom to be taken out by Houndoom, so we're gonna actually take you out. And throw Houndoom in and hope the Houndoom survives. You know he should. Don't worry, Ange. I totally understand that. Sunny day? Oh, even better. Look at Blossom. Has anybody ever used the Blossom before? I have on a run, and what a fun Pokemon. Solar Beam. Wow. Angie, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, let's go. Now we gotta bring back out Gardevoir. And then we should bring out Gardevoir, and we should bring out Vaporeon next round. Yep. Alright, let's go. Now we're gonna bring out these guys. Take care of them accordingly. Take care of them accordingly. That's the plan. Oh, hold on. Oh. Okay. Alright. No. Okay. Alright, we'll take that attack fall in a little bit. Wow, so you tank. I'm so confused. Wow. Alright, Hitmontop, you're gonna be a little bitch. Excuse me. Oh, trust me, if I could, I would. I always thought Hitmontop was a really cool Pokemon, but it's just not that strong. It's just a mixed attacker. Of course. A7 Meds, what's going on? How we doing? How we feeling? Welcome in. Oh, you use that on Action Replay? Fire game, Adrian, thank you. I appreciate it. We are playing a great game today. A beautiful game. XD Gale of Darkness. Great game, and thank you, A7 Meds. All right, let's see what hits first. See ya. That's it. That's all the XP for a freaking Hitmontop. Alright, now we got a little bit of problems because we're gonna run into. We have a Grumpig, a Claydol, a Cradily, and a Tentacruel. So I don't know what to put out first. You need more training? No, I need more training, bitch. I'm gonna put out Vaporeon. And we're gonna put out. Yeah. And let's hope that he doesn't put out Tentacruel first. Without Tentacruel first, we gotta make a switch. Oh, Robbie, they've been... Tentacruel, that's not what I wanted. They're a lot higher than I am. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a bad choice for me to do, but... Actually, maybe we should be smart about this. And the crazy thing is that if you restart it, I'm pretty sure it changes, so it's not always the same. You're still a little bit thrown on weather, and now this game lets you grind. Yeah, it does let you grind a little bit. It's a nice way to get the grinding going. Oh wow, 100% Hydro Pump. Yeah, that would have taken me out. Oh wow, they were gonna just gang up on you. On you as in our homeboy. That's crazy. We're gonna have to Mach Punch. I don't think I trust. I don't think I trust the speed of Braylon, even though I do. Yeah, see, Hydro Pump. Crazy work. No, they gang up, dude. I've never seen this before. Never seen this before. And when I tell you they gang up, like they're straight gaming up on me. It's fine, I got something for you. So dramatic. Please miss. Thank you. I'm about to say, there's no way, dude. You know, little next hoe out. Claydol. Oh, this is not gonna hit him though. It's not gonna affect him. Yeah, they're a bunch of Vietnamese restaurants. That's a fact. Let's go. Of course he digs a hole. Yeah, it's just what I want him to do. Dig a hole. That's it, dude? Of course it's attack rose. Speed rose. Special attack rose. Everything rises. Use ancient power. Alright. Just in case that dig was towards me. Alright, his speed did not go up that much. You gotta be taking a shit on my chest, bro. 87 meds, we're trying our hardest right now. We are severely under leveled, but we're making it work. That's it? That's it, bro? Alright, we got him out of here. Send out the other Pokemon. Grumpig. His name's Robert. What kind of name is Robert? I have the feeling I can get this off. I'll sacrifice you, Doom Chase. I know his defense is nowhere near gonna take it, but I will sacrifice him. Oh wow! So this NPC is stupid. What's going on with this NPC? Alright, we're gonna take out Claydol first because he seems to be faster than Vaporeon. But then again, everybody's faster than Vaporeon in this fucking game. Hey, Big D in the building. The one and only. What's up, Big D? How we doing? How we feeling? It's too bad you have to work tomorrow, D. We're gonna have a good time. What, you about to bounce on it? What's going on? I just hit you back. Big D! First time pulling up and saying something in the stream makes me happy. Makes my day, you know? Oh, come on, dude. You gotta be shitting me. They did that much damage? What's going on? Yo, Robbie, take care of that bot for me, please, if you don't mind. Let's get it. But also, Angie, I feel you on. I know you're not here actually, so I'll address it to Robbie. But I know we were talking earlier about the air conditioner. That's why that big ass tube's behind me. Trust me, these NPCs are selling hard. Trust me when I say. All right. Oh, this person's got a Ludicolo. This is probably where we're gonna lose. This is probably where we're gonna lose, chat. They got Kurama, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This next person has a Articuno, a Regice, a Melodic, an Umbreon, and a Ludicolo. I don't know what to put out first, but my instinct is to put out Ampharos, because it could take out at least 3, and we're gonna put out Braylon. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put those guys out. We're gonna put those out. I'm gonna save because that's what I've been doing. All right. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Bam, bam. Knock song. Alrighty. This is actually kind of what I was looking for. Now the problem is that I need us to go first. I need us to go first. Oh, fuck. Alright. We're gonna try it again. And we're gonna do Mach Punch this time. If that same combo comes out, we're gonna do Mach Punch. See, I told you it changes, Robbie. Crazy work. Okay. No. In what world is melodic going first? In what world? In what world is melodic going first? And we need a stronger move for you. Nope. 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 Not how we're doing it. It's not how we're doing it. Alrighty, back to what we had originally. Oh, why did I do that? I meant to do Mach Punch. I meant to do Mach Punch. Alright, 2 restarts should probably give me the same roll again. That's my fault. I meant to do Mach Punch. There we go, Mach Punch. Let's see how much damage this does. Not enough. Alright, so we really gotta work on Schumer surviving. He's obviously not gonna survive this, but he needs some HP, some XP. Maybe level 47 is just not gonna cut it. Great. Great. Because I wanted him to be confused. You think I should pick up Protect? That's actually not a bad idea, my friend. Not a bad idea at all. If we're being honest. Come on, you're gonna be confused. Yes. You know what? I might load this back up. I'm gonna load this back up 2 times. I know exactly what I'm gonna do now. We're gonna throw in Doom first. 'Cause I need Schumer to survive. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Schumer needs the XP. But this is a go-to game. Belgium Tower sells the Protect TM for 3,000 Poké Dollars. Okay, copy. That's actually not a bad deal at all. Not a bad deal at all. Yo, so why don't you want to do what I'm asking you to do? What I'm clearly asking you to do is bring out the legend. Come on, bring him out. Alright, so now all of a sudden, the game wants to be a good boy. You think so? Cause I did the switch last time. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Really? Yo, I swear on everything. Because I did this with the other two, and it was like every other time he would change it. Fuck them kids, facts. Yo, this is disgusting. No, I at this point I'm believing it because it's like every time I've loaded up, he's been doing this. This is actually disgusting, but it's fine. We'll sacrifice Melodic if we have to. I mean, Altaria. Melodic, we need you to miss. Yo, alright. Really? 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 Y'all just beating up Ampharos like that. Like, I don't understand. Oh my gosh. The whole point was to sacrifice Altaria. Pokemon is sponsored by Geodude Milk, available at Aldi. Get rocking and rolling with Geodude Milk. Let me say that with my advertising voice on. KB, what's going on, bro? Thank you for the oldies gift. I appreciate you, gang. Big Kirk on a 3-stream streak. What's going on? Yeah, I know. You know what? Let me... Does he have water absorb? Yep, he has water absorb. That would actually be a pretty smart idea. I'm gonna restart this. They're pissing me off. What's up, Blue? What's going on? What's going on? The battle music is very catchy, I agree. Very, very catchy. I might have to do that water absorb. I like that idea. Visor de Spada, thank you so much. This is a great game to play, and I'm very appreciative of you acknowledging that. Thank you so much. You know what? I'm gonna Thunder Wave you first. Good morning, Kurt. I'm doing very well. I appreciate you hitting me up. Right now, we are just chilling. You know what? I should have did it to Ampharos. For some reason. There we go. Big W for Big Kurt. Let's go. Alright, W paralyze. Jeremy, thank you for the heart, man. Go popular. Good morning to you too, my friend. How we feeling? How we doing? Blue, the music is very catchy, and I am so thankful that it is Friday. Extremely thankful that it's Friday. I'm hoping that this Friday is very smooth for everybody. I know for me, I'm excited because even though I don't have weekends off, it is a weekend. Oh, it's a critty too. Wow. 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 Alright, W paralyze. Alright, we might have to sacrifice. See, this is not the role that I wanted. This is not at all even close to the role that I wanted. I hope we catch the Lugia as well. It might take me a little bit of time. I'm still trying to just get my Pokemon leveled up a bit. But we know we're working on it. Any plans this weekend though? For me, not necessarily. I'm really just working. I got a lot of work to do. I'm excited because it's not a whole lot, but it's enough. It's enough work to get it going. Alright, leftovers. Let's see. Aerial Ace. Kinda wanna get Ludicolo the fuck out of here, to be honest. Worry about my life later. But how about yourself, Blue? Any plans? And you know, Robbie, I don't love the battle music, but I love the music throughout the game itself, you know? If that makes any sense. I knew I should have switched them out, but it's fine. Can you use items? Yes, you can use items. Also, mind you guys, I know my Pokemon are severely underleveled. Like, I know this, you know? I know. I know. Poor homegirl. She's just too weak right now, and like that's okay, you know. I'm trying to think. Will Melodic attack me, bro? Right? They're not missing these Hydro Pump crits at all. They're not missing at all. Alright, they'll be paralyzed again. Let's go. Alright, we will take that. We will take that. We will take that. Thunder punch to big boy. Mach punch to you. This should take you out. Alright, let's go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now they're going to send in probably Articuno. Not much planned. You're staying at home and resting. You love being home. Honestly, I feel that. I am 100% a homebody myself. Oh, W critty. No crit? Wait, so that was just hiding there the whole time? Oh, but then they can get another crit, bro. They can get a crit. That's crazy, bro. That's disgusting. No, but I'm the same. I'm definitely a homebody myself. I like to stay at the crib. I don't do nothing too crazy nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Mario, yes, we definitely got to do some sliming later for sure. Definitely got to do some sliming later. Just say the word. Yeah, I wish we could like, comment on streams, because one thing I'd say is it would be very fun to stay home a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like I go out. I'm not gonna say I don't do anything and go out at all, but like if I had to choose, come on now. All right. Let's go. Down to slide some Marvel Rivals too. Copy that. I'm down for some Rivals. Yeah, I should have Water Absorb, but I just can't tell when they're gonna actually use Hydro Pump, because he knows the other move that he knows is Giga Drain. So it's kind of like, god damn. But oh, he has Synchronize. Oh, you little bitch. Oh, word. Yeah, go ahead. Confuse him. I don't care. Let's go. Oh, you lost everything, Mario? I am so sorry for your loss. I didn't actually lose anything. I've been saving every like hour or two, and I've been creating like new save points as well every time I do, just to kind of keep it consistent. All right, we are kind of screwed. I love you, Vaporeon, but we might have to sacrifice you. We might have to sacrifice you. Oh, it's a great game. Definitely a great game. You get to a certain age where home is legit a vacation. That's a fact. Home is often a vacation. I like to call them staycations. And when I tell you I love me a staycation, I absolutely love a staycation. Sometimes you need it. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you guys. Sometimes a staycation is needed more than anything. Exactly. Oversaving, better safe than sorry. Come on, don't hurt yourself. Let's go. But Marvel Rivals 2, I'm down for that. You need to step it up a little bit, so let's get it. Let's go. W miss. And a W paralyze. Let's go. Okay. Not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. So my instinct is to heal, but I don't have any more heals. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, I guess not. Alright, let's go. Hey, you know, it's a great game. The only thing is, it's Wooper to trade for Larvitar. But no, this is a fun game. Like, I'm actually like, I'm very appreciative that I stepped out of my comfort zone and played this. And I'm not saying like my comfort zone is like super closed off, you know what I mean? But it's still there, you know? Let's go. This is your favorite Pokemon game of all time. This an Emerald certified Generation 3 kid. Honestly, I love that you're a Gen 3 kid. I always tell people, even though my first ever experience with Pokemon was Gen 1, with of course the anime and the cards, and then I very briefly played Red on one of my friend's Game Boys. My first ever game was Pokemon Silver, and I loved it. And then I ended up playing Gold and Crystal, but I am 100% a Gen 3 baby, okay? I loved, with a capital L, loved Generation 3. I love it. I love it. Ruby is one of my favorite games of all time. I love Pokemon Ruby. It's just such a fun game. I played Pokemon Ruby, like, when I tell you, so many different times on the same cartridge. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. You need to step out of the zone a bit more and play Pokopia. Now, see, Pokopia is a game, like, I can understand why some people don't want to play it, like Drew. I think you know Drew, Blue. But Drew's not into Pokopia or the idea of it because Pokopia is one of those games where it just doesn't, there's not enough combat. And if you are the type that you like combat in the game, there's no combat in that particular game. You know what I mean? So, like, I understand Drew when he's like, yo, there's just not enough combat. I'm not into it. It's like people who didn't like they didn't like Pokemon Snap, or they don't like Pokemon Pinball, which I played Pokemon Pinball for the Game Boy, fire game. So, you know, it's all personal preference. I always tell everybody that it's always gonna be personal preference. Like, I like Lego Fortnite, for example, and that's the closest to Pokopia that exists. But at least in Lego Fortnite, there's combat. You can fight dragons and Star Wars characters and a bunch of other shit, you know? So there's the aspect of the coziness mixed with the combat. Pokopia, there's no combat, you know? So I understand. Pokemon White was your first ever game, one of the best. I say this with all due respect. Are you over or under 25? Or I ask this with all due respect. I don't mean it in no other way besides that. But you have to be over or under 25. Am I correct? The reason why I ask that is because that being your first game is not a bad thing. I'm just old. Because when I first played Pokemon Black, that was my first year of college. You like the older gen, you're a Gen 2 kid, but not liking the newer games is crazy. The graphics just make Pokemon so much better. Not telling any one person, just in general. You like Pokopia, but not on your priority list like other games. As it is, I'm behind in what you want to play. I agree with you 100%, Robbie. I feel like if you don't like the newer games, that's okay. Or if you don't like the newer generation of Pokemon, that's okay, but you're missing out. You know, like, don't get me wrong, Gen 1 is cool. I think the people who say they only like Gen 1 are just boring. If you told me that you only like Gens 1 through 3, or at least 1 through 4, cool. Maybe you'll play the remakes, cool. still a little weird to me, but if I'm not saying you have to like every generation. Of course, I can pick a few of my least favorite generations, but come on, you know, come on. Shrek is pink. You're praying to the Lord that Nintendo releases Ruby and Sapphire for the Switch like they did with Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. If they release Pokemon Ruby, so for example, I had Fire Red and I ended up picking Leaf Green. Well, I bought the games when they came back just now. I'm letting you guys know this now. I played Ruby so many times, I'm not playing Sapphire. I'm telling you guys that. I'm letting you all know that now. I'm not playing Sapphire. If they release Emerald, cool. I'll get Emerald. I'm playing Ruby till the wheels fall off. I love Pokemon Ruby. And you know, when we talk about the games, whether or not they're gonna release Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald, in my humble opinion, they're going to release Ruby and Sapphire because they would make more money releasing Ruby and Sapphire than just Emerald. And we got Fire Red, Leaf Green, and those two games are compatible with Ruby and Sapphire. You go through the whole entire after game phase with the whole Ruby and Sapphire nonsense. Oh, he's poisoned? I'm done. So just think about it like that, guys. Think about it like that. That's why I think we'll definitely get it. But I will say Pokopia does look fun in some aspects. Like, I'm definitely not mad at it, you know? But, you know, it's just kind of... No battles makes it a little bit different, you know? Is Pearl the most OP Pokemon? In my opinion, Gen 4 isn't that good because there's not a lot of Pokemon in that generation. There's only 2 Fire-type Pokemon, and one of them is your starter. And you end up picking the same 6 to 8 Pokemon every run. Now, it's not that I'm hating on it. It's people who grew up playing that game. I respect it. I didn't grow up playing that game because by the time that game came out, I was in high school. So I didn't have the same attachment to it. Also, Kira, I'm sorry. Kiara, I'm sorry for guessing your age so easily, but 25 being on the dot, I'm nice with it, you know? But Soul Silver is a great game. And Christy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I'm ranting, guys. I'm trying to catch up on my chats. My apologies. You did the same. You had Leaf Green and you picked Fire Red when it came out to the Switch. You completed the decks and post-game and all. Great game to do it with, you know? I wish I had more people to play with in IRL. That way I can get my decks actually done. But I'm also waiting for them to put it out on Pokemon Home. They talked all that shit about it being on Pokemon Home during Pokemon Day. Where that though, huh? Where that though, huh? Where that though? And Groudon does have more aura. I agree with you. I know Robbie will probably tie me up and kill me if I say that again. But in my opinion, I think Groudon has a little bit more aura. You know? You're telling me my man's during a sunny day can solar beam his op? Come on. You know? If they re-release Ruby and Sapphire, you're getting Sapphire, and you'll plan to stay in Boston for a week. Alright, I like that idea. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you not hating. You know what I'm saying? Not that I think you're a certified Division 1 hater, because Robbie, you're definitely not. But I will say, it's good to know that you don't hate Groudon the way most Sapphire people do, you know? And Mario, the colors are a little different. They pretty much did colors for the first like 5 generations, and then they did letters, and then they did what else did they do? They did like types or something like that. Oh no, sorry, they did the sun and the moon, then they did a sword and a shield, and then they went back to colors, Scarlet and Violet, and now they're going back to like elements. So they kind of just changed it up a little bit, you know? Your favorite game is X and Y, nothing beats it, sorry. I'm not mad at that opinion at all. I think Pokemon X and Y is a beautiful game to play. But what do the colors mean? It's just like the type of game. So like when the games came out, they were It was first released as Pokemon Red and Green, and then in America it was Red and Blue, as into an ode to all the starters that came out. Then after that, it was Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So usually, like, what they do is when they add in like a third color, it's usually like a step up. So like Red, Blue, and Green were the starters, and then Yellow was like the special edition because of Pikachu, you know? And then after that, it was Gold, Silver, and then like Crystal being the special edition game, you know? Then there was Ruby and Sapphire, and then Emerald being the edition. And usually when it's like a whatever color the game is, it's the box art Pokemon. So like Lugia being silver, Ho-Oh being gold, Crystal being Suicune, Ruby being Groudon, Sapphire being Kyogre, Emerald being Rayquaza. You want a sequel to XD? That would be actually really cool. I'd play that in a heartbeat. Robo, thank you for the likes on the stream as well. I appreciate you. It was fun. You had to get used to the battle side, but I like the idea. You thought you wouldn't like ZA, but you gave it an 8 out of 10. I'm glad that you gave it 8 out of 10. People hated on ZA. I don't know why. And I love ZA. ZA is one of my favorite games. I don't care what anybody says. You never owned your Pokemon XD? Oh, sorry, opened your Pokemon XD? Like, what do you mean you never opened? Like, you have the game sealed in a case? Or do you mean you haven't played it on the Nintendo Switch Direct? Because if you didn't open up a sealed game, you could sell that shit for some cash. Some cash. Lady Next Door Jana. That's kind of a hot name. It's sealed? Oh, dude. Sell that shit, dude. What? 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 Sell that shit. Do me a favor, sell that shit. Like bad kids, bitch, we reckless. Falling hard, shorty young, reckless. They say you love Sosa, he be lacking. You know, I'm surprised. After playing this, I'm surprised they haven't come out with a sequel, or they're not planning to yet. If they came out with a sequel, I think that if they come out with a sequel to Black and White, well, sorry, not sequel. If they do a remake for Black and White and a sequel to this game after Winds and Waves, they don't need to drop anything till Gen 11. Real talk. If they drop a sequel to Black and White, sorry, a remake of Black and White and a sequel to this, they're done. They're done. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Your first Pokemon game was Pokemon Stadium, since the N64 was your first console, and then it was Raps from there, and you fell in love with Pokemon. You know what? I love that for you. I fell in love with Pokemon myself. For me, it was the show. I love the cards too, don't get me wrong, but the show sealed it for me. The show absolutely sealed it. So you liked X and Y, it was fun to go up the ranks. Sorry, you loved ZA, it was fun to go up the ranks. You didn't finish all the tasks, but one day you'll finish it. You know what? The side quests, I didn't finish all of them either. I finished just the important ones, to be honest. Oh, forgot he used Scary Face on us. Shadow Ball. Also, to answer your question, oh, okay, y'all want to fuck the nigga up? Alright, fine. Is Pokemon Yellow good though? Pokemon Yellow is a grind. An absolute grind. Why am I doing this? I should restart this, honestly. I low-key should restart this. Yep, that crunch is gonna take it out. I'm sorry, Rotor. I'm gonna restart this. I just don't think that's the right move. Even open silver complete Japanese version. Oh, that's dope. That's so dope. Oh, now you want to switch it up. Mariana and Sharpedo? Okay. Now, but I will be honest with you guys, though, like, I really do think that the way that Pokemon has been able to come out for us, it's just such a good, it's a great, actually, system that they have. They just, like, have to feed us a little bit less. Because I was broke 2021 when they decided to say, hey, I think it was 2021 or end of 2020, but they were like, hey, let's give them, yo, can y'all piss off? There we go, thank you. They're like, yo, let's give them a Diamond and Pearl remake, and then after that, let's give them Legends of Arceus. Right after. And that was after we had the DLC. Like, can y'all give it a rest, please? That'd be great. That would be great. You love Silver, but Crystal was top tier. I agree with that as well. Was so good they even released it as the first Pokemon game for a Game Boy Color with the extra graphics. Facts. Yellow was good. You wouldn't be mad if they made a game like that for Gen 2 and 3 where you get all 3 starters. Yeah, I do think that it would be cool to have the experience to get all 3 starters, but I'm not mad at it. I'm just more like, I think disappointed is probably not the right word to use, but it's kind of different, you know? Like, I understand that a lot of people like Platinum because Diamond and Pearl has their flaws. And speaking of Diamond and Pearl, Diamond being your favorite is dope. I think I played Shining Pearl? Brilliant Diamond, sorry. Brilliant Diamond. That was my first time ever playing Gen 4. But I knew about Gen 4. You like Platinum for different reasons? What are your different reasons? You miss your GameCube? I wish I had a GameCube as a kid. Even though I had a PlayStation, so I couldn't complain. I wasn't allowed to complain. If I complained, I got... But yeah, the show's what made me. That's why I like ZA so much. The show and ZA are just so good. To answer your question, my favorite team in Legends ZA. Sorry, what was my team in ZA? My team in ZA was actually pretty in depth. What I used in ZA was I liked, well, it's more personal preference, to be honest. But what I liked to do in ZA was I liked the idea of having 2 of each type minimum on my team in order to like get to where I needed to go. I should have switched you out, Braylon. I'm so sorry. I should have switched you out. I should have swapped you out. I needed you to stay. So for example, I had Charizard and I had Emboar. No, not Emboar. I had pretty much I had 2 of each type. So like Dragonite and Salamence, Lucario and Excadrill, Garchomp / Excadrill. Like, it was just always 2 of each type because you never know when you went into a den or against somebody, you need to like fight somebody. Alright, I'm gonna waste it, but I need the XP, so it's fine. Your Platinum and Diamond and Pearl were stolen from you. That's not cool. Technically, my Ruby was too, but I also we'll talk about that later. You know, Shiftry is also underrated. I agree. Nuzleaf was a cool Pokemon. I just didn't love its moveset until you found out Extrasensory existed. You know, you like how in Champions they just have the Pokemon because it could be a lot of trying to catch them. I agree, and that's why I think Champions is going to be a game that stays for a long time, because they have the mechanics to allow you. They have the mechanics to allow you to. How do I say this? Trying to figure out the best way to say this. But pretty much they have the mechanics in the game that allow you the opportunity to keep going and playing without having to grind. Because when they do the EV training and the IV and the nature and all that stuff, that's so much grinding that goes into the game. Whereas in Champions, it's like, yo, belt to ass, update your Pokemon how you want, and go from there. And then just keep playing. Because you know how many people wouldn't be playing Champions right now if you only had to rely on bringing out Pokemon? Not many of them, I'll tell you that. Not many of them at all. Because only the hardcore Pokemon people who would have brought their Pokemon over would have been able to play. Robbie, I'm catching up, sorry. You like Platinum for different reasons. You were your first Gen 4 game. You didn't even know Pearl and Platinum existed until after you got Platinum, and then you got those afterwards, but the damage had already been done. Oh, that's awful. I would have been so pissed. To get me started on things getting stolen, you had gotten a Nintendo DS from the pawn shop the day before, which is a Sunday. You think you also got Platinum, Platinum as well. You've gotten so many cartridges of Platinum, but you took it to school and put it in your locker for gym, and when you got back, it was not even 45 minutes later, they'd already stolen it. Piece of shit peasants, facts, had to report stealing because they couldn't afford it. See, that pissed me off. Not gonna lie to you. I had someone steal my, someone stole my, someone that I loaned, here's a kicker, someone that I loaned my PSP to ended up selling it to GameStop. Crazy work. Oh, these Earthquake buddies. Alright. Yep. But they definitely did their thing with that game. That game is in fuck, I'm screwed, low-key. But they definitely did their thing, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm very appreciative of what they decided to do. Girl, you know I did not get my money back. Come on now. I also had a PS4. Now granted, I wasn't a PS4 individual, but I had a PS4. And someone decided it'd be a great idea to sell my PlayStation. They sold two of my controllers. Yep. Sold my controllers. Crazy work. Absolute crazy work. Emily Basella B, what's going on, girl? How we feeling? How we doing, girl? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Alright, so now it's going to be Swamper's turn to protect, which is so annoying. They're going to just keep protecting each other like little bitches, bro. you get people who want to play monotype. I'm gonna try that someday. ZA team was Meganium, Absol, Pyro, Garchomp, Metagross, and Barbicle. That's dope. Yeah, but I like to, like I said, I like to have two of each Pokemon for sure. In ZA, I thought that was the best way to go about it. You know. I'm okay with sacrificing like Jace right now. But yeah, no, it was exactly how you gonna sell my PSP for a bag of chips and a $5 store credit. Now, what I always told everybody, including myself, because I'm an understanding person. Okay, so I say this respectfully. They needed it more than I did. You know, do I agree with it? No. But they needed it more than I did. Granted, this was not my PSP in its prime. This is my PSP way after its prime. I'm not agreeing with it still. I'm just kind of keeping it real when I say it. You know? I was very upset and disappointed. And in the PS4, I was already going to sell my PS4. See, here's the problem. I'll tell you guys the truth, okay? Here's the problem with that. What had happened was, I had sold my I was going to sell my PS4, and the person knew I was going to sell it. So what they did was, they took my two good controllers, right? They took my two good controllers, and what they decided to do was, they decided that they were going to pretty much take their broken controllers that they knew weren't going to sell and switch them with mine, so that when I went to go sell, they weren't going to be able to sell. Crazy work. Angie, what's going on? Them with the money, well, them with the money for 5 minutes, that money did not last long at all. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that person needed it. Gonna base in BF6, best of luck. Don't forget about the protect the TMs and the Rem and the real gem. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Oh, you had that. I was not expecting that, to be honest. Welcome back, Ange. Hey, the biggest, the one, the only, the biggest Daniele in the building. Daniele in the building. What's going on? Let's go. Nah, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry about the PSP. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, of course I wish I had that. Of course I wish I had my Pokemon Ruby. Of course I wish I had my PS4 controllers when I went to go sell them. You know? I always sometimes wish I had those items, not to still have, but to be able to sell on my own. But if we're being real, and I'm a real person, it's all good, you know, because like I said, clearly that individual needed it more than those individuals needed it more than I did. I wasn't using them, and at the time they didn't have much of a value to me. Does that still give it a reason for it to happen? No. But I'm a very understanding individual. You know? I'm a very understanding individual, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that that I hate those people for it. Obviously, I was upset, and I deserve to be upset. You smell me? After carefully listening to Drake's new album, you have a favorite song. What is your favorite song? And yeah, Danielle, we know you're not too into this one. We know. Don't worry. Myself and Says, we understand. We know. You need your GameCube and your Nintendo DS back. I wanna see you get both those items back. Which, by the way, happy Friday to you too, Danielle. You running this weekend? Damn, that did nothing. Alright. Really, bro? Oh, half of it in a sandstorm? Copy that. I need Braylon to get this XP, bro. And this sandstorm needs to end. When is it gonna end, bro? Good chilling this weekend, still recovered from that half. Did some mobility today. I love that you did some mobility. That's very important. I absolutely love that for you, Danielle. Absolutely love that for you. Are you gonna run Monday, you think? And actually, how are you feeling? Are you feeling a little better from your small sickness or illness? No, Tyrant. Tyrant escaped from my man. It never ends? That's not cool. You're getting back into running at a 5K next month, Dapper Turtle. Good luck to you on that 5K, my friend. Is it a race or is it just a 5K run? You're feeling better, whatever that was. Better not catch you again. 90% better, but you were down bad. I feel you on that. I feel you on that, girl. Hopefully you feel a lot better. Well, sorry. Hopefully you continue to feel better. It doesn't come back to you at all. We don't like that. We don't like hearing that shit, you know. You should switch careers and specialize in martial arts. I beat you that bad. Sorry guys, I'm answering Vortex. Let's see what this last person has. Oh, okay, Machamp, Heracross, Gyarados, Blaziken, and oh my goodness, Salamence. Yes, I am always booked and I'm always busy, but I always have time for my peoples, you know? Kira, what else besides Janice do you like? What else besides Janice, please stop talking, do you like? Alright, this one's gonna be tough, guys. I don't know who to choose. Blaziken and Machamp. Why is his mouth open like that? Don't worry. You're making me nervous. What does "don't worry" mean? Oh, I thought you were saying "don't worry." I was like, "Don't worry about it." I was like, "Damn." I was like, "You trying to indirectly say something?" Copy that. Thank you, Daniele. I appreciate it. It's a new mic to the stream, but not a new mic to me. I've had this mic for like what seemed to be years, so I'm a little surprised. But thank you. I appreciate it. Do I know how much the GameCube was going for, like back in the day, or how much the GameCube's going for now? What's up, Dion in the building? How we feeling? How we doing? It's very clear. Thank you. I need to get a stand for it though. All right, Machamp, relax, bro. Let's go. Thank you so much though. But yeah, I like the song "Don't Worry" as well. They got some heat on it. You got some heat in the streets. Say hi, Jordan. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you, Daniele. Big Daniele, have a great rest of your day. Feel better, homegirl. W Crit. Hey. Salamander. So now this is where we run into some trouble. Yep. He's not surviving that. Copy that. You like the beat? You're crazy. Daniele in the building. Yeah, I need to get a mic stand. That way I can sit here and the mic can just be right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to actually keep leaning in. Yo, I'm about to say relax, Gyarados, bro. Thunder punch his face off. Next. Bring out Heracross or bring out that nigga Blaziken. Do I want Hydro Pump? I don't like that accuracy. Yeah, it's double the attack of Water Pulse, but no, I'm not doing that. Let's go. Head across. Yep, I expected that. Let's go. We still got the static off anyways. Oh, we're almost out of revives. If not, we are all out of revives. Okay, W Vaporeon. Honestly, no, I'm not taking that chance. Because I know that I have one super potion. Yes, I do have one super potion, that's true. I was like, I could have taken out Salamence, but I didn't want Heracross with a bulk up to hit me with a fighting type move. Talk to me nice. Now Blaziken, you gotta make a choice. What's the choice gonna be, Blaziken? Is it gonna be Houndoom? Or is it gonna be Wet Chase? What are you gonna do? Sky Uppercut, yep. That's fine. I knew that was gonna happen. I anticipated it. Let's go, baby. We'll hit him with a Mach Punch if he survives this. Let's go. Yep, I knew he was gonna survive this bitch. Hey, Robbie, well, I will say this. And this is just me being real. Okay? I think if you do get Streamlabs Premium, which is a great idea, because I have it too, obviously. Don't worry about streaming to TikTok from it. You almost want to stream from TikTok Studio. So download the app or the program, because you know how like on my TikTok I have the overlays that pop up. That doesn't pop up when you have that doesn't pop up whenever you have a TikTok streamed from Streamlabs. So like the follower goals and all that stuff, and like the other goals when you want people to gift you and whatnot. You know what I mean? Alright. TM08. Bulk up. Really? Ice Beam though would be very good on Vaporeon. But we like Orre Beam because we like the Aura. Yeah, TikTok Studio. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, TikTok Studio did work very well. So, like, for example, when I was doing my ZA streams, it was very annoying having to keep going back and forth between TikTok Studio and TikTok to update the battle queue. So that's why I kept using it for there. But once I stopped playing ZA so much, it was a little different, you know? What Pokemon do I have? I'll show you. Just ignore Altaria. Altaria is supposed to be switched out for a Larvitar. And I can't get a Wooper for some reason. Alright. You switched out Altaria for Starmie. Who did you use for your Eevee? Espeon, nice. That's nice. My favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon, so I had to go with my guy. Heavy ball for the Onyx makes sense. All right, let's see what we're working with now. Actually, hold on. Purified chamber. Big Nance in the building. Alright, we're gonna do this. Oh, we're ready to open its heart? Okay. Alright, let's go revive, or sorry, purify these Pokemon. Oh, okay, we can kind of do this. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna check the cave, make sure we have Pokemon food there. It should be pissing me off, bro. What? We had a Zubat here the whole time just snacking on our shit? Yo, fry this again. Fry him up! Evan, I've actually never played Coliseum before, to be honest. I've never played Coliseum. I wish that I have had played Coliseum. And I'm confused as to why they didn't put Coliseum on here. I think I came and checked. We need a Wooper, dogs. It's pissing me off. And I'm playing on the Switch right now. So this is my first ever playthrough for any of the GameCube Pokemon games. And people were speculating that they put out Gale of Darkness first. Because yes, the quality of life improvements, and because they say that it's easier. And I can understand why they say it's easier. Because the way that I've been hearing, about Coliseum, I hear that it just sounds so much harder than this, you know? Robbie is going back to Mississippi tomorrow. Copy. Copy that. How long you gone for? Refresh. Hey, Malik Williams, what's going on? Top of the morning, my friend. Top of the morning, my friend. But yeah, I hope they do drop Coliseum soon. I'd love to play that too. Yeah, right? Yeah, because there are not many kids that are gonna be playing this. I don't care what anybody says. There's not gonna be many kids that are playing this game. I have not beat City Dark Isle. That's actually where I'm gonna head to next. That's where I'm headed to next. Oh, 2 weeks. Damn, Rob. But yeah, I mean, I've started beating the place, but I haven't actually fully beat it just yet. Magnetone. Yeah, that's why I went over to where I'm at now to pretty much work on my Pokemon, because they were pretty low leveled. Well, not low level. They were just like in their 40s. At least now in their 50s, I feel a little bit better, you know? Evan, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, gang. Alright, let's get a Pokemon in here to purify. Why can't I edit the chambers? You level 43 to 45? Copy that. Alright, now we're back on set 1. Thank you. I appreciate the vibes are always nice. We try as hard as we can, you know? Alright, so we got rock, flying, bug, grass, dark. Grass to ground, rock. So what is rock super effective against? That is something I have. We can do ice. That would make the most sense. Alright, we got that one done. Let's change this set again. You're level 43 through 45. Yeah, I would say just try your hardest and go up against the next few people for the actual, like, I don't want to say tournament, but the Mount Ember or whatever it's called. Not Ember. I'm blanking on the name. But like the place where you keep going all the way up, you know? There's no gym leaders in this game. Yes, that's true. The mountain. We could do fire. Yeah, there's no like real gym leaders in this. Mount Battle, thank you, thank you. There we go. But yeah, Mount Battle is like kind of like the gym leaders. Like they have, like it's a little different, you know. Mana Chill, thank you so much for the reminder. As always, I appreciate that. Do I know how to do it? Wait, so hold on, Angie, I might have missed something. Hold on. Leaving tomorrow, but you're not flying this time. You're driving with your 5 dogs. It sounds like a good time. You're gonna plan to do a stream first. Going student. Oh, okay. So I've done it before. You have to do it on Twitch though. You pretty much have to do it on Twitch. So you just like, you both go live at the same time and then you like request to share your chat. But it's a little different. I will say it's not like, it's not the most, how do I say this? It's not like the most, I wouldn't say fun. It's fun, but not many people kind of understand what it's like to have no gym leaders, kind of like Alola and Sun and Moon and stuff, you know? But it's just different. It's just different. Alright, we're gonna do... Let's bring everybody out. Because normal's not gonna cut it. Alright, we'll bring in the grass. Six hop hips? I don't have 6 hop hips though. Everybody keeps telling me that. I'm like, that's the one thing I don't have. Alright, ground to ice, which we're gonna need. Please tell me I have a purified grass type. I know, right? I have no idea who that is. But we'll take your word for it, Big Ange. I have not found any shiny Pokemon. I gotta have to figure this out. All I have is grounds and dark. Alright, it's set 3. I might have to just sacrifice him. It's fine. So after the 100 battles, so it's two things. So like if you do all 100 battles in a row, I believe it's you get one of the starter Pokemon to pick up. But what we're doing is we're trying to defeat the rest of like the bad guys so we can get Lugia. So it's like a little bit like a longer tenure game. Like once I get through the main part of the story, purifying the rest of the Pokemon and doing all the other stuff will be like I'll probably end up doing this game like once a week, once every 2 weeks. But there's a lot to do to a certain extent. It just depends on like it depends on what your goal is. Like I don't know if I'm gonna ever like entirely 155% finish the game. Not that I don't want to, but it's just very tedious. Just like in ZA with all the side quests, you know, like if I can get all the legendaries, all the mythicals, get all the mega stones and all that other stuff, like I'm good, you know. I'll finish that other shit like another time. So, you know, we'll see. Right now we're in one of the dungeons. Chikorita has Frenzy Plant, Tentacle, Blast Burn, and then Totodile's, I believe it's called Hydro Cannon. But pretty much I'm doing this in hopes of trying to get a damn ground type. Hey Malik, you got your Greninja? Let's go, let's go. What's the nature? True, you got Mewtwo and Deanty after you got rank A and you're like, I don't know about them side quests. Yeah, I mean, did you do the DLC? Yeah, you got to throw Machamp in there, Robbie. Hang up DLC yet? DLC is great. I will not lie to you guys. No, hold on. It's definitely in that area. No, there's no way. What's the best water type Pokemon from each region, starter wise or just Pokemon? And yes, I did like Sword and Shield a lot. Whenever I talk to people who are like, should I play this game or that game for the Switch, I always say start with Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think Sword and Shield is one of the best Pokemon games that introduce to you the new generation with the overworld and still having gym battles. Robbie's opinion is gonna always be Blastoise, and I don't blame him for that whatsoever. And like, I hate when people say ZA is not a mainline game, because in my opinion, I think ZA is a mainline game. I think it's a mainline game because of how big it is, pause, but more importantly, it has it's pretty much reintroduced a whole new Mega Evolution card set, you know? Yeah, I know, sorry. But the fact that we have Mega Evolution base set, Phantasmal Flames, Ascended Heroes, Perfect Order. Now we're on Chaos Rising. I had to look at the box to remind myself. Chaos Rising. We're on Pitch Black next. Then we're gonna have the Rayquaza one and all that stuff. Like all that stuff. Like it ushered in an entire new generation of Pokemon cards. Whereas, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm almost positive, but I'm pretty sure Arceus didn't do that. So that's why I want to say that ZA is, in my opinion, a mainline game. I know it's not a generation game, but it's a mainline game. It's treated like such. And I think that's the best game. But Sword and Shield, such a great game. I love the DLCs. Both of them are so good. I like the Crown Tundra way more than the first one, but I love it. It's just such a great game. In Scarlet and Violet's good as well, like really good. I like Scarlet and Violet way more than I thought I would, but it's way better on the Switch 2 than on the Switch 1. Scarlet and Violet does not do justice on the Switch 1. It's awful. In comparison, it's awful. Nicholas, no, I have not got my Wooper yet, and I'm fucking pissed. I've got up to level 80 on the Mountain Battle, and I could keep going if I wanted to, but I'm very upset because I have not run into a Wooper yet. No. I mean, I get that. There's no gym. There's no Elite Four. You know, same thing with Alola though. There's no gyms, but there's like the you know, Tiki battles or whatever they want to call it. So yeah, I get it's not a main game, but I'm just saying it's treated like a main game because of the cards. There's been no other quote unquote side game like ZA to have its own set when it comes to reintroducing or giving the gimmicks back and having them on the cards. Artist, I'm getting to your question, I promise you. I pinky promise I'm getting there. You wait for Pitch Black for the Fossil Mons? Yeah, we do need the Fossil Mons for sure. Fake Mega Evolution? Do you mean Dynamax? But I will say, if we're gonna go down all the generations, in my opinion, the best water type Pokemon for Gen 1 is Blastoise, even though in my heart it's Vaporeon and I will die on that hill. Iceman in the building was good. Generation 2, probably for Alligator. Generation 3, obviously it's Swampert. Generation 4, I guess it's gonna be starters I'm gonna have to choose. Empoleon. Generation 5. You could say Gyarados for Gen 1. I'm not mad at that. Gen 5. I don't know if I want to say Samurott. It's gotta be something better for Gen 5. Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Gen 5 was kind of it had a great dex, but if it's Caracosta or it's Samurott. Gen 6, obviously we're gonna go with Greninja. In my opinion, Gen 7, I like Primarina the most. But I'm not mad if you picked Toxapex or Arachniquid. Gen 8, we're definitely going Inteleon. That's my guy. Yes, the floppers got spanked, bro. We loved seeing that, but every time a team gets spanked like that, they end up coming back. So I'm not excited about that last part. Gen 7 does have a good amount of water types, so I will be honest. And for me, Gen 9 is going to be Quaquaval with Moxie. Let's go back at Gen 2. Hold on. Actually, no. Gen 2, we're going to go Kingdra. Gen 2, we're going to go Kingdra for sure. Have I considered the reason for those cards because they already did most of them before? So no. What I would say is they were smart to do Mega Evolution again because they introduced a ton of new Mega Evolution Pokemon. And what's cool is they introduced parts of Lumio City from the game on the cards. So I think it was kind of like a hand in hand, because yes, they could have easily extended the Scarlet and Violet set until Winds and Waves, but I think they were really smart with having Winds and Waves wait a little bit and put out a game that's so good to be considered almost a mainline game. Like, I agree, there is no Elite Four, there is no gyms, but with the concept of the game, it's just a really fun game. And to go back to what you were saying before, you saw someone's live and they were bashing ZA. That's okay. I think that them having that opinion on the game is valid, but it depends on what your reasoning is. Because if you don't like that new generation and you don't like live battles, and the only reason why you don't like the live battles is because you think it's button mashing, I think it's a skill issue. And I say that with all due respect, because even Robbie, who's not someone who's into reactive gaming like Call of Duty, Halo, and all those games, still beat the game. You can still beat the game and enjoy the game, but you don't have to love the game. That's okay, you know? Melodic for Gen 3, I'm not mad at that, by the way. Gen 9, Dodonzo, not mad at that either, but I like Quaquavius the most. That's my guy. And I call him Quaquavius because of Quavo from the Migos. So if you hear me call him Quaquavius, that's why. And I figured we weren't doing legendaries, by the way. Fox is pissing you off. He doesn't do anything in Game 7. Spurs are done. That too, and I also think he's out of there. I think if they don't do a single thing, he is absolutely out of there. Absolutely out of there. Trust me when I say it. He's gone. Because his contract lines up very well with Giannis's. I'm just saying. Wailord, maybe because of Water Spell, but that's about it. Yeah, right? Pokemon ZA has bad windows. People were so funny with that. They're like, yo, the windows are so bad, you can't go into every building. I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure you can't go into every building anyways. Yes, definitely Empoleon for Gen 4 for sure. Relencath is kind of mid. It's just kind of like a legacy Pokemon in my opinion. Tortoise, Mudstoise, Pipstoise. But I will say we have to give credit to where credit's due, and where credit's due is Swampert or Melodic. You kind of can't go wrong with either, you know? A shiny challenge for what game? For this game? Or for a different game? Because I thought you couldn't get shinies. He's goated with Rickhead. True. Ooh, Rapidash. Best water type of all time is Lugia. It's so funny because why is it not water flying? I've always wondered that. You got Purify him first? Copy that. Melodic being Water Dragon would have been cool too. No, he's just being funny, don't worry. Yeah, Lugia is the only Pokemon to ever have 3 types. Water, Flying, and Psychic. Because Psychic makes sense on it, you know, considering the fact that, you know, it talks to people, you know. Alex, I like that idea as well. Have the ability to fly, but it's just water and Psychic. I like that. Dion, what's going on? Welcome in. Dragon typing should have went to Gyarados. I kinda agree with that. Melodic being fairy. Oh, now Melodic being water fairy over time would have been clutch. I like that idea. You think my hairline is jacked up? Aw. Does my hairline make you mad? Poor boy. Poor boy. Caracosta is also dope too. Yeah, Mega Melodic would be actually amazing. Charizard also has 3 types, Dragon, Flying, and Fire. I agree with that. Oh, also says she listened to Iceman and she likes Janice, so that's a start. I think that they could make some adjustments to the live battles as well. I know some people don't like the fact that your trainer is in the way, so I understand that, but I also think they could do it from 1 or 2 perspectives, because you're the trainer telling them what to do. So whether or not you're standing far away and you control the Pokemon, fine, but if the trainer is, let's say the trainer is standing back and you're directing the Pokemon, I feel like that would make some people feel a little bit better, you know? But I still think it's a great game. ZA is so good. Oh, I didn't get more balls. I only have 2. Lapras, oh, Lapras is also very tanky as well. We do like Lapras. We do like Lapras. Who do we like more, Lapras or do we like Melodic? Lapras. Quillfish is chips. Absolute ass. And see, I like, the reason why I like, why not fuse them together? Well, Kabutops is better than an Omastar, that's a fact. I really think the ice typing makes it hard for Lapras because the ice typing does give it steel, well not really steel, sorry, it gives it fighting weakness, you know? And adding a fighting weakness kind of sucks. I also agree. Nicholas asked a question. Do we like Melodic's shiny more, or do we like Lapras's shiny more? I'm biased because purple's my favorite color, so I like the purple more on Lapras. That's just me though. Kira, that's a good point. It does have better coverage against grass because it resists it and it has a stab, so that's a good point. Let's see. One learned Swords Dance and Pin Missiles. It's over with a few moves. That's true. Quillfish does learn that. Overquill is not bad though. I like Overquill. I do like Overquill. And would Dragonair be considered Water Dragon? You're asking the good questions. Yes, I would consider Dragonair to be Water Dragon in my opinion. Yes, exactly. So it gives Lapras rock and it gives it fighting weaknesses, which does suck. I will agree with that. I need to get some items, so I'm actually gonna leave entirely. Melodic has a better face card over Lapras, but Melodic's not as cute. There's a difference between beauty and cuteness. Lapras is much cuter. Melodic is a bad bitch. That's true. You know what I'm saying? I will give them both that though. Cuteness and beauty. Although I think you can still be cute and beautiful. But Melodic's not cute. Melodic is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Spot monitor. You get what I'm saying though. I know you get what I'm saying. I know you smell me. Melodic is a pink fish from Shark Tale. Okay, you know what? You're not wrong. You are not wrong with that one. That's true. Yeah, Ange, what's good with that trade, huh? Masked in White, what's going on? Cool Game Kid, what's going on? I need to get some more items, guys. We're taking the Robo Kyogre. Back to Gate Import. So I didn't forget about Starmie entirely. It's only because I love Starmie, but that's my problem with dual type Pokemon. There's just too many weaknesses between them. Too many weaknesses. And it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I think I take a pure Blastoise over a Starmie. Even though Starmie has amazing speed and amazing coverage. That's just my only personal preference. Damn. Damn. Cloyster's nice, but Cloyster's kind of interesting to me. We all like what Cloyster looks like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Starmie, you do like Starmie though. Masked in White, to answer your question, I'll be honest with you. I play 3 different Pokemon games a week: Fire Red, XD Gale of Darkness, which is this, and I play Pokemon Champions. Not that I will never play ZA again. It's just not in my streaming rotation, just because ZA isn't in my realm right now because I pretty much finished the game entirely. With the exception of side quests, you know? It's kind of like Arceus to me, or Scarlet and Violet, where I've done 95% of what you need to do in the game. So that's why. But yeah, how do I know what games to play? Honestly, I just do what I want to do. I know it may sound like I'm being an ass when I say it, but I really do what I want to do when I play. I don't like to, I don't like the idea of only grinding just one Pokemon, you know? Cloyster is definitely a nuisance if you're not prepared for it. If you want some Popeyes, make sure you get some and save me some red beans and rice, my friend. I mean, people can say that it's, you know, one city isn't it. I think that with the DLC and the the DLC alongside of I don't want to say the realm, but like just everything revolving around it, I think they did a really good job. You know? I should do an Arceus stream just getting Arceus. That's a good idea, it says. Because I actually haven't caught Arceus yet. That's the one thing I haven't done in the game. So it's not a bad idea. This game is so good. I agree, Carl. Corviknight, you think is the top steel Pokemon? I think Metagross is the obvious answer. Yeah, I tried doing that battle 1 or 2 times and I was just like, let me go back to the drawing board, and never came back to it. That's why it should have gym leaders, you feel like, or just travel other places. You know, I think that's why ZA is just different, you know, not everybody's gonna love it. Tough Fluffy, what's my favorite breakfast meal? I'd probably say a bacon, egg, and cheese. I need a new evolution into Starmie with a Star U. Yeah, well, that's why I thought it would have had a new evolution, but the fact that it's a Mega Evolution means we're not getting another Starmie evolution anytime soon. You got it in 3 tries, luckily? Damn. Yeah, no, I would love to do that on stream. That'd be a lot of fun. A bacon, egg, and cheese, 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 cheese. Yeah. A bacon, egg, and cheese, cheese. Aegis Slash? I'm not mad at Aegis Slash. Too fat for that? We should get Star Us. We should have been got Star Us. But I don't think we're getting it now because Gen 10 in the Mega Evolution for Starmie, it kind of gives away the lore for it, you know? King Gambit's not bad either. King Gambit is not bad either. Damn, we're over here yapping. This is what I don't like. Okay, guys? I'm yapping with y'all. We're having a great time. And I have a meeting in 13 minutes. And I have to leave. You know? This was your favorite Pokemon game, like you wrote it. I hope you're loving it. To exemplify your point, you took your Dragon Dancing Charizard with Rock Slide and absolutely slaughtered L'Oreal's rematch team. See, that's smart. I know, bro. I gotta go, and that's what's tough. Now your work break can be boring. How long you on break for? And yeah, I should do that. Grind the rail gym and get some more money. An hour? Copy that. Well, I'm glad we're able to make your hour, my friend. Time for a nap. Quan's on the clock. Quan's at home on the clock. Copy that. Alright, we're going to do one more battle, and then that's where we're going to end the stream. Just because I do have to prepare for this meeting. I have to go to work. I got work lunch afterwards. Gotta prep for my event tomorrow. We got some shit we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I took out my fire type for this, bro. Wheezing. Oh, give it a rest, bro. Let's get it. Will I be back later today? Unfortunately, I will not be back later today. Actually, no, it's live. I'll be back with Quan for Nerd Talk tonight. Quan, Nerd Talk. It'd be, if we did 5:15, that would be a little bit easier for me. But yeah, Nerd Talk tonight. It's gonna be on for about an hour, just talking some nerd shit. So if you want to pull back up, you're more than welcome to. We won't be gaming, but we will definitely be talking that talk, you know. Oh, Shadow Tag? Oh, fuck you, bro. Yes. I'll go live from my end. And yeah, we're going to be continuing the Yap sessions for sure. Continuing the Yap sessions. We'll be talking strictly nerd talk. We'll get some opinions from the peeps, you know? It'd be neat if it introduced a split evolution for B Sharp. If it's female, call it Queen Castle or something. Kind of like from King Gambit. I like that. I also think that like B Sharp was just such a good Pokemon on its own. I'm not mad at it, you know? Alright, relax. Relax, bro. No way you just took me out with a mirror coat. You're still recovering from donating yesterday? Hey, Quan, let me know if we need to switch it up for later this weekend. If we need to, I'm more than okay with that, you know? Man, fuck this, though. You'll see if you can fit into your schedule. We appreciate you if you are able to fit into your schedule. If you are able to fit it in, pause. Well, not, I guess for you, not really pause. But if you're able to fit it into your schedule, that would be much appreciated. Much appreciated. Most of the songs in this were written in a day, and you can watch the composer perform them on YouTube. Really? Okay. Copy that. Okay, Quan. Like, it's a pause, but not a pause, because you're a girl, so it's different. Like, it's a pause, as in, like, damn, I still, like, I didn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, it's not like a, hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? Have I ever considered streaming any single-player games? I've added, or thought about adding, some single-player games into the rotation. Depends on what it is, though. What I really need to do is start fucking uploading TikToks again. I'm so bad, guys, at uploading consistently. Pink Puff a Ranger, everybody's having a great day, and I think everybody's having a great day because we all got the chance to wake up this morning. So thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. I'm gonna go heal this bitch real quick. Not this bitch, my baby. All right, guys. So I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna say my shout out to my goodbyes, but I want everybody to know that I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Okay. We're gonna start with Twitch. Okay. Shout out to my homeboy Crunk Star Streams. Alrighty, Crunk Star Streams. Leave you like all your exes? Oh, trust me, don't get me started, alright? Don't get me started. You know, hey, I actually have a couple, I think one of my exes moved to Texas, so I can at least relate to Drake a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But, alright. Shout out Crunk Star Streams. Shout out to Big Dion, Robbie and Angie, my moddies. I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you guys so much for a beautiful day today over on Twitch. To my homies over on YouTube, Nicholas, thank you so much for always holding it down. Shrek is Pink, what's going on? We have Manichill, Mert, Psychic Robert, Lord Alcatraz, Gatekeeper, Ginger Black, Tyler, Mario, Kono Prince, Isaiah, and A7. Thank you guys so much for holding it down for me over on YouTube. Alexis, yes. Alexis, Texas. All right, actually, let me stop. Let me stop. Jeremy, KB, Kiki, thank you guys for the gifties over on TikTok. And a big shout out to Kira, Iceman Says Himself, Pink Puffer Ranger, Quan, Big Nancy, Owen, Artist as always, Big Mark in the building. Thank you guys. Let's see. I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. Evan. Daniele. Dana for popping in. Dapper Turtle. Papa Gwet. Wilbra. Thank you so much. Big Blue. Thanks to you. It's me, Mario. Jabba. Thank you guys, all of you guys, for holding it down for me over on TikTok today. I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. As always, guys, if you are not home, Robbie, you're not wrong. If you're not home, please get home safe, okay? And if you are home, please make sure that you are well rested, you're hydrated, spending time with your loved ones, and as always, training your Pokemon to be the best trainer you can be, okay? With that said, okay, we're gonna raid over into, oh damn, she's going off today. She got 43 people on her stream. We're gonna raid over into Nat Brat Baby, okay? I appreciate all of you guys. We'll be live later on tonight with, some Nerd Talk with Quan around 5:15ish Eastern Standard Time for about an hour. We'll be live on Monday for some more Pokemon Champions action. As a reminder for those of you that may be new, we stream Pokemon Monday through Friday in the morning / early afternoons. I drop a stream schedule every Monday on my Discord. If you want to join the Discord, whether you want to do some trades and other games, you need some assistance, you want to talk in VC, you want to just trap around, feel free to come by, okay? DM me if you want the links, or DM any of my mods. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. As always, it's your boy Brandon Chase, baby. We're cool and we're tired. It ain't safe. You know what I'm saying? All right, come fuck with us. We'll be on tomorrow. Let's get it. All right. And later, well, not tomorrow. That's a lie. We'll be on later on. Iceman in the building. Iceman, baby, why?